Hi, this is Don Crowther with an installation guide for Google Analytics for WordPress. This video is going to show you how a quick and easy way to put the power of Google Analytics to work for your blog. Google Analytics is powerful, it's free, it's a great analytics tool, and by the way, if you're at all concerned about Google having your information, trust me, they have it anyway. You might as well put this on there and get the advantages that come from using this particular program. We're going to talk about a very specific plugin for WordPress here called Google Analytics for WordPress. I'd like to make a little pitch for this particular plugin at this particular moment. It's the one by, and forgive me, I'm going to massacre your name, Valk, and the reason why I choose this particular one to show you is that it gives you a very quick and easy install, but more importantly, this program gives you automatic access without you doing a bunch of settings and bunch of putting certain things on certain pages. Gives you automatic access to data that you simply can't get through most of the other plugins out there at this particular moment. So in this particular video, I'm going to walk you through. This is going to be a step-by-step. So if you're an advanced user, I'll show you what to do in a moment. So I'm going to walk you through step-by-step how to install Google Analytics for WordPress, that particular plugin, how to create a profile in Google Analytics, and how to connect the two. Now, if you already know how to do that and can get to that point where that is done, you probably will want to skip this video and go directly to another video that is right here in this same profile called Google Analytics for WordPress Configuration Guide, because this is where the real power of this happens. But I wanted to break this into two videos so that we can walk through the foundational elements and walk people through that, and then if you're advanced and already can do that, just skip and go directly to that other video. All right, so now let's talk about the process of installing this. I'm assuming you already have WordPress installed. If you don't, go watch some other videos, get WordPress installed. Once you have that, when you log into WordPress, it's going to give you your dashboard. And here I'm working with just a working one so that it hasn't got a bunch of posts and things in it. And what you're going to do is look over here on the left side, and you've got your dashboard, and you're going to drop down to this one right here, which is plugins, and click that. When you click the plugins one, it brings up, it shows what plugins you already have, and right now WordPress automatically installs these two. And so what you're going to do is you're going to click right here for Add New. Now, that gives you the ability then to choose a bunch of things, and many times I'll go to popular and I'll go to some of these. But in this particular case, you're going to go right here into this, and you're going to click that, and you're going to type in the term Google Analytics for WordPress, and then click the Search Plugins box. So Google Analytics for WordPress, and then click the Search Plugins box. What that does is it gives you a bunch of different results. Now, at the moment, the one that we're looking for comes up second. What you're looking for is the one that down the bottom it says by Valk. And once you find that, you're going to, now some people may say, wait a minute, this one's got a 5 and this one's only got a 4. But if you hold your cursor over that, you'll realize that this one's got a 5 with like 12 reviews. This one's got 641 or something like that. Ignore it. In this case, the rankings, we're just going to look right at this second one here, the one by Valk. Click on Details, which will then pop up on your page a description over it. This is the process of installing these things. And so you can go through and do some more looking at it, installation and screenshots and those kinds of things. And you can even watch this cool video. It's actually pretty good. But what you could do is just skip all that and go right now and click on Install Now. As you click on Install Now, it's going to ask you for your connection information. This, for the newbies, is the only tough part in all this, and I'll tell you the answer for that. Call your webmaster or call your host, the people who host your website, and ask them for these three things. You're going to ask for the host name for your FTP execution. You're going to ask for your FTP username and FTP password, and then just fill them into those three blocks. I can't tell you what those are because they're different for every single host. You'll have to ask your hosting company or webmaster for that particular information. Then what it'll do is, as soon as you're done with that, it'll go off and install it, and it's really cool because it will take what would normally take you 5 to 10, sometimes half an hour to an hour, and it just does it. It just goes do, 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 and each one of these things comes up on your screen, unpacking the package, installing the plugin, and then it'll say it's all done. And it's very cool. No work whatsoever. If this, by the way, does not work, then you're going to need to be doing some work with your webmaster to get it so that it will work. Okay? Next, you're going to click on Activate Plugin. When you click on that, now it brings you back to the plugins page where you originally saw, and it'll say the plugin is activated. Then it'll say it's not active because you have to select what analytics profile you want to track before it can work. And so then if we look down here, you can see that it's down here on the bottom. What we're going to do is we're going to click Settings so that we can start to activate that. In the meantime, I want you to open a separate tab in your browser, and you're going to go to www.google.com/analytics. Now, once you get there, this is Google Analytics, and it gives you the ability to get in and start tracking all of your data. You're going to click, if you've never been here before, you'll have a login, a sign-up screen over here. Or in this particular case, it gives you the ability to sign up now. And so you'll just go sign up, put in your information, that's just fine. But when you're done, you're going to click on this button right here to access analytics. It will go through the login process and log you in. Make sure you're logged in under the username, the Google username that you're going to want to access your analytics in the future. I just put everything under my main email one. So that way all my analytics accounts are all in the same place. Don't worry about separating for different things because you can give different people permissions to get to different analytics profiles. And so you can put them all in one place without a problem. All right, so after you click Access Analytics, it's going to come up with a page, and I've so that you'll know I've gone in and I've blurred some things because I just don't want to reveal all the information. All right, so you're going to then click Add a New Profile. Now, it may be that you may want to nest this under an existing profile. That's fine. Go ahead and do that. But whatever happens, eventually you're going to get to the point where you're going to add a new profile. If you didn't understand what I just said, don't worry about it. Just click Add a New Profile at this point. What this does is it gives you the ability to create a new website profile. And you're going to click, in this case, add a profile for a new domain, because I'm assuming you have never installed Google Analytics on this existing site. If not, you're going to click that. But ignore that for the moment, and let's focus on add a profile for a new domain. What you're going to do here is you're going to put in your website name. www.yoursite.com, whatever it is, you're just going to put it right there. And I like to just leave this checked. If you don't have this option, don't worry about it. It's sort of an advanced option. It enables you to be able to tie your AdWords, so you're advertising on Google, with your blog, so you can be able to see how much it actually costs you to get clicks and things like that. But that's sort of an advanced thing. You can ignore that if you wish, and then click Finish at the bottom. When you're done with that, what it does is it brings up a tracking code. It'll tell you your name of your profile and your website URL, and then it gives you this number right here, this UA number. Now normally, and I've screened out some elements of that number. Now normally that would be a very, very important number to keep track of. But in this case, we don't need to. All we need to do at this point is to jump back up to our other window in our tab in our browser, and we're going to go back to our Google Analytics for WordPress. And here now we're going to hook Google Analytics for WordPress to this analytics profile that you have just established. So you're going to click on this button right here to authenticate with Google. As you do so, what will happen is it will go off to Google, and it'll check that you're logged in, and it'll say, do you want to grant access for this program to your Google Analytics account? All you have to do at this point is to click Grant Access. And it'll automatically hook the two of them together. Gotta tell you, life is getting good. It used to be a whole bunch more complex than this. All right, so now that you've done that, it sees that those two things are hooked, and now it asks you what account and what profile you want to put them in. Now, you may not have two lines here if you don't have nested profiles, but ignore that. Just whichever one it is, you're going to click the down arrow, and what it will do is it will bring up a list of domains, and you're going to select the domain that the new profile that you just created for this domain, and you're going to select it, and you're going to put them in either the one or the two boxes that you have here. And when you're done with that, guess what? You've done the important part of connecting the two. Now, if you drop down just a little bit below, you will see that you also have the option of deciding where you want your tracking code to be placed. I recommend you just keep these three options at the default and click the Update Google Analytics Settings. And once you click that, you're done. You can stop at this point, or much more powerfully, you can go on and do some of the configuration that will give you a whole bunch more great information that you will want to. So at this point, you can just stop if you want to. Or I recommend you go watch the video called Google Analytics for WordPress Configuration Guide, where I'll show you how to configure this to get the real power out of Google Analytics from your blog. This is Don Crowther. Just go do this stuff. Hi, this is Don again with a special offer for you. If you would like to get more free social media and internet marketing tips just like this, visit www.doncrowther.com and sign up for the free newsletter there. I'll send you a ton of great free social media and internet marketing tips. That's www.doncrowther.com. Just go do this stuff.